feel like we should be talking. I kind of just want to like focus on the game. I'm like, don't fuck this up, Robert. Don't fuck it up.
Larissa, stop!
We have until dawn, and so are you.
Are you doing this?
I think. Something's wrong. We've already done this. Like, we can like talk through the radio waves to another timeline.
Alex, just whatever happens, just.
So I think that the first few minutes of doing this has proven why I'm not a YouTube personality.
Why is that?
I think
Because you're sitting there like quietly playing the game
I don't
saying,
think
don't talk. I don't
think I'm interesting at all. I'm trying to focus.
I would imagine though the people that have are watching this.
I got to stand up.
If anybody's watching this, that they play the game.
Yes.
So or if you haven't, they should. So I think they want to know your reactions to what it is that you're playing.
Well, I seem to be enjoying myself. Am I not?
You don't seem to be outwardly amused. There we go. See, that's like
I'm going to call an audible here. I'm going to say that I think you and I are so boring that they should come sit down here and help us liven this up a little bit.
No, we're getting the wave off. There is a serious wave off
on that.
Oh yeah. Oh,
okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm just going to leave in the middle of this. See what happens.
Oh.
Hey, we were in the neighborhood.
Oh, hey.
How's it going? Good to see you. What are you guys doing?
Hey,
what's up?
Good to see you.
Oh,
Fantastic.
cool. You guys are playing Oxenfree.
Have you played this game?
No, what's this about?
It's a really cool game.
This looks crazy.
Yeah. But Robert's like so entranced that he's actually not that compelling.
It's actually
to talk to.
it's a very involved game. You wanna hear everything. You wanna see everything. You wanna know what's going on, and
It's true. There's not a lot of room for idle chatter because they're all talking constantly. The first thing we ever showed of this game was about a year ago at GDC. We put together a trailer that was a very early kind of look at a few different scenes, and that trailer was definitely patterned to be like the first half of it felt very teen coming of age, sort of. Can we swear, by the way? Can I? I can swear. All right. So like it was this teen coming of age kind of storyline, but then the second half, the shit hits the fan and it gets really crazy and
That's
weird.
what you
There's
asked
possession
for?
and stuff. I was gonna say fuck a lot.
Okay, I was just gonna say like shit hits the fan. Like I felt like you could go there. I was expecting like a motherfucker.
Toys R Us presents.
Like Toys R Us is dirty. Those giraffes.
They're physically dirty. We went to a Toys R Us. So Dan, we were nearby there.
Oh no, I heard about.
Sorry,
that.
Toys
We
R
cannot
Us.
talk about that. We cannot talk about that.
We'll have to cut all that out.
Those
court
sex Toys R
filings.
Us.
Yeah.
So we put this trailer out exactly a year ago, and didn't know what to expect. Right, like we were taking some meetings at GDC and kind of going out, figuring out what our strategy was, but it was very early. And then I get a call from Dan, and he's like, "Hey, Robert found the game and really wants to talk to you guys about it." And so I actually haven't heard this other side of the story. So Robert, can you tell us what
I think the trailer that you were talking about I saw online, and I think I watched it like maybe 9 or 10 times, just because. I mean, we do a little bit of work with this company. I don't know if anybody's heard of it, called Telltale, and it does these very story-based games.
Oh, they do?
We do a Walking Dead game with them. And to me, watching that first trailer, it's fine. It's fine, but people like it. No, it's very good. But again, I like this new like story-based kind of stuff that I think is really cool. But watching this trailer, I was kind of blown away because I was like, this is. I don't know. It's. I hate to say it's like the evolution of that kind of thing. It was like this is the next step. This is the kind of thing that people are going to be really excited about, and it really excited me. Like seeing the way the characters are portrayed, and I love the way it focuses on environment visually, and the characters are kind of small. So, the dialogue works in a way that it gives you a sense of what the characters' expressions are without you having to actually show that. And so in a way it kind of works like a comic book, because in comics, you see a face and it's kind of a still image, but it's through reading the dialogue that you actually get a sense of what's actually going on in the story. And I thought that was a really cool element, the way that seemed to be working just from the trailer. And so yeah, I wrote Dan Murray and I was like, we need to get involved in this game. And it was so early on in the, it seemed from the trailer that it was like a fairly early on thing. I was like, whatever we can do to help them, whatever we can do to be involved, to if they need any kind of assistance, if there's anything that Skybound can do, like I definitely want to do that. And so yeah, and then from there, Dan Murray just kind of ran with the ball, and the next thing you know, I'm playing this thing awkwardly on camera. so
Your dream came true.
The thing for me is, honestly, I first saw the art style, and I thought it was like such an interesting direction to go in. It's neither obviously it's not photoreal, but you're also going for something that had such a unique stylized approach, and it just felt like. One, like you made some really cool decisions about sort of just like how to do sort of like some abstract representation of like, what a mountain looks like or sort of like what a dock looks like. So, and it just had like a really interesting look. But then the idea, it did feel a little bit like playing a comic book, right? Because like the word balloons and the way the dialogue sort of came out. And the idea that dialogue was really the primary driver of the game as opposed to, action-based things really just seemed like, it was like, they're actually really embracing narrative as the primary focus here as opposed to action. And we always felt like interactive narrative is really sort of the thing that we're most interested in the game space.
Yeah, that we launched a few weeks ago, and people have been responding really positively or really negatively. And that said, the negativity is, hey, now I have to go get therapy and things like that. Like a lot of people are tweeting at us things like that. Yeah, no, it's really cool seeing. I think just the response and the community have been so going crazy about trying to dive into the secrets of the game too, because the way we built it was that if you play through it and experience your version of your story, it's really about playing as Alex, saving your friends, and dealing with all the shit that's kind of happening on the surface. But there's a lot going into the backstory if you want to dig into that. We don't want to make people have to understand all of those aspects. What we're finding is everybody wants to do that. They're replaying it 3, 4, 5 times to go figure out what happened on this island, what are the real secrets that are going on. There's also a lot of the stuff actually based on some real events that took place, so people are trying to connect a lot of those dots.
Things together.
Piece that together, which is really cool. So
where's like the main forum that people go to discuss that?
Yeah, so Reddit, Steam, I don't know, where else?
I think that's
and Twitter, honestly. A lot of people are on Twitter just kind of
yeah.
going back and forth, kind of trying to figure stuff out.
And do you guys stoke and engage that conversation? Do you give them like clues?
We do. So there's a little thing going on the side that we have never openly acknowledged, but I'll openly acknowledge it now, which is that we have placed some stuff in the game that are secrets that when you're tuning into different rock piles in the game, one of the things that we layered in, we're like, nobody's ever going to find this, is if you take all these different rock piles and tune into them and hear this like naval signal that comes through and arrange these things in the right order and hear all those things in the proper order, then they give you a phone number, and that phone number is a phone number to a place in the Pacific Northwest. If you call that phone number, some strange things start happening.
How many people call the number?
Hundreds, I don't know. It's under 1,000, but hundreds, yeah. It's pretty crazy, yeah.
Cool. Well, since we're revealing things like that, I gotta say, there's actually a thing that I've been doing in Walking Dead letters columns since the beginning now, which it kind of upsets me that nobody's really caught on to it. But if you take 12 consecutive issues of The Walking Dead and you open it up to the second and third page of the letters column, and if you arrange those books in a certain way, the words actually form like it. No, I'm making it.
That was so good. He's like, I bought 7,000.
There's a secret story under the whole thing. Yeah. Help me, I'm trapped in a Walking Dead factory.
It explains the origin of where it comes from.
Yeah, so it's been...
It actually makes a real zombie apocalypse happen in real life if you
don't do it, people.
Do it.
Yeah. Don't do it. And then, I think that just like the response has been from both the press and the people who have bought it, again, really interesting how heightened a lot of the feedback has been. Like, we get so used to hearing the same lines and playing it over and over and over again that the fear gets like, and I don't know, I'm sure you guys probably start to feel the same thing, right? It's like, is that gonna really be scary? And then it's like this pants shitting experience for people, and you're like, oh yeah, we were right. Like it's. Or we're under something, right?
Oh, you still think that's scary?
Right. How quaint.
Watch that 100 times.
Yeah, we'll see what's scary.
Yes, exactly. I don't know, Adam, any other stuff since launch?
Since launch.
How many Ferraris have you bought?
Yeah, half. I put a down payment on one. Yeah, I'm deep in debt. Yeah, since launch, it's just been surprising how Sean said just how many people replay the game. We didn't really expect that at all. I personally didn't expect it, so it's been rewarding seeing people really dive into the story and want to get as much as they possibly can out of it.
Yeah, I think what we're excited about is the structure of the game and the weird phenomena that are happening in the game where you start getting into these time loops and going into alternate timelines and dealing with this sort of fabric of time and space weirdness. It gives us the opportunity to go back and fuck with the game and change it while it's like out there, right? And like find new ways that even after people have beat it to go, oh, guess what? 2-3 months later, there's a change, right? And like, oh, like your ending is still valid. It's not like you didn't, play through the game, but now we're going to tweak that even more and find ways to kind of nudge the story. And so it's almost like it'll be like a live story that can keep changing, over time.
Cool. What is a thing that people have responded to that surprised you the most?
I would say the degree to which they emotionally connect to some of the events that happen later in the game. Like we've gotten fan mail from people that said it's changed their life, like things like that.
Really?
Like physical fan mail that's like it changed them from doing some bad things. Like it's like really interesting watching some
saving
of that.
lives, man. Saving lives.
Butthole
Congratulations.
So I think there's a degree of that that's really fulfilling and like, wow, I can't believe that people have connected that closely to that story. That would be one thing.
The most surprising aspect has been all the fan art depicting Alex fornicating with the different characters.
Oh, well, you gotta expect that.
That's definitely.
If you've ever been
that
on the
surprised
internet.
me a lot.
It's
it's been very interesting combing through all of that.
Especially
How much of it have you combed through?
Not enough yet, but yeah.
Was
that's
mine
been
the best,
interesting.
or
Second best, yeah.
anatomically
I win.
incorrect though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like there's like mounds of awesome fan art, so we're like, yeah, let's find all that. And there's people doing cosplay of Alex and the different characters. And then there's like, whoops, naked Alex. Whoops, everybody wants Alex to be boning Nona. Whoops, everybody. There's a lot of that. But yeah, that's
Keep it
the
up,
internet.
guys.
Keep up the good work.
oh wait, boning no, also a great name. Also a great name. But
So what other erotic kind of fan fiction stuff have you guys seen involving the game? Is there any fan fiction written?
There is.
Yeah, great.
There is.
Tell me more. That's fantastic.
So
What websites?
everybody wants our lead character to hook up with all the other girls in the game. We can make that happen.
Oh.
Updates,
Hey,
story changes.
Oxenfree lesbian action DLC coming December 2016.
wow, December?
Now you've announced it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that too soon? Do you guys need more development time?
One more
for that?
time.
That's a premature announcement.
Get it? Get it?
Well, this is certainly devolved.
It's our go-to.
But what's next? Are you guys going to do
what is next?
more DLCs? Is there going to be more sort of updates to
next?
the game? Is there going to be
There's more
nothing?
updates.
Is
There are
there-
more.
So we're gonna have the
things.
Christmas party.
There's
DLC,
definitely,
that hill?
you go
Yeah.
up the hill, you party up there.
great.
Yeah, no, we're looking at how can we expand it into outside of the game. Is it a serialized thing, or is it a singular kind of perfect story in the Oxenfree world? How much of it needs to be about Alex and her friends versus Edward's Island? And so a lot of that we're kind of working through collectively right now, right? So and then other than that, just trying to make the porn game that's our
Oxenfree.
Oxenfree. Gonna be awesome.
You had that a little bit too ready. I mean, that was like I thought he was.
say
No,
it
that
daily. No, we say it daily.
Oxenfree has been that's 8 months.
Been in
old
development
now.
for a while.
Yeah.
Throw some rocks.
I'm just gonna throw more rocks.
Screw kill. Me, Nona, and Clarissa.
Mary Screw Kill.
It's fun.
Why did you go screw?
I don't know.
We wanted to keep that T.
Keep it PG-13.
We got a hard T.
Yeah.
So if you said fuck, you would lose. You would
It
lose
definitely would have
Immediately.
gone up.
Immediately.
Yeah.
No fuck.
Actually, you might get one fuck. Do you get one fuck for an ad? Or
That's
for
the
a
rule
T?
for the MPAA. I don't know about the ESRB. Yeah.
I love those rules. It's like, oh, well, a child can hear one fuck, but if they hear two fucks,
They're done.
then it's, PG-13 then.
Yeah.
Oh my God. As if they accumulate. we get 4 shits on the Walking Dead TV show, and I think it's the stupidest thing in the world.
Oh,
You
really?
get 4
Like,
shits on
yeah,
one?
like somebody's head's
really.
gonna crack open if you say 5 shits. It's like, whoa, my grandma was keeping count. She was totally fine with 4 shits. When you go to
So
a
did
5
5.
shit show, my grandma's out.
5 shits.
No good. So good.
We also we can
AMC, your rules are stupid.
we can call someone. we can call someone a pussy.
I hope you're not watching this.
But we can't refer to a vagina as
a pussy.
Yeah.
So
Really?
You can use pussy and dick, but not in a sexual context.
I always wanted to write a
call
scene
somebody a
where
pussy dick?
I wanted to write a scene where somebody
How
calls
do
a
you
guy
mean
a
it?
dick, and then another guy calls a guy a
in a nice
pussy,
way.
and then somebody pushes
It's like a
the dick into the pussy, and somebody's like, "I push that dick into that pussy," but it's like, yeah, but it's like, no, it was a rude guy and a wimp, and they hit each other.
And they
And they
merged.
just keep bouncing off each other.
Yeah, it's good.
Ouch!
It's good.
We get all the douchebags we want.
Yeah, I think we
can
throw a lot of
say-
douchebags
yeah.
and bitches around.
That would have to be Ryan Fisher.
Welcome to my world.
That's great.
Do we have any assholes?
Oh, we got plenty of assholes.
Assholes for days.
Yeah, we got more buttholes than assholes, but
Yeah.
There used to be a distinction with asshole. You could say ass, but you couldn't say asshole. Yeah. But they got rid of that. Modern times and all.
Yeah, our goal really, like, when we said early on that it would just be a story-based game, that meant that everything in the game had to be, like, it couldn't be so myopic to games that it had to be like, oh, and this is the guy that you go pick up the guns from, but it's like, how does that guy exist in the film? Or this is the guy that powers up your laser boots. Like, what does that shit mean in a movie, you know? And so we really wanted to have a narrative that, I do, I'm wearing them right now.
So there won't be any moments like that Battleship movie where they're like, all of our equipment isn't working. We're gonna have to shoot blindly. Mark on the map where we've shot so we know where we can shoot again.
No,
That's the best
God, I
movie.
love that movie.
Do you guys both watch
Wait, I saw it. To be
I saw it.
fair,
Are you
I didn't
kidding?
pay to see it.
Oh, I was there on opening night. I ain't missing me no Battleship. You crazy?
Really?
Oh, come on.
That's a pretty good
What
line.
was the
though.
experience like? Did you like the movie?
I'm not going to sit here and talk about Battleship now. No, movie was terrible. But I like me some Dennis Quaid, Rihanna. She's all right.
Sure.
But you know, here we go.
Wow, it's even cooler than I thought it would be.
Are they making a sequel?
This is insane.
they were, and then it didn't make any money.
Son of a bitch.
Even Battleship.
Why don't you guys go see more Battleship?
Yeah,
Come on.
ruined our dreams.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Wow. Sweet.
And you're dead.
Yeah,
Game over.
you made the wrong
What a
choices.
story. What a coming of age story.
Great job, Robert.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Skybound and let us know what you think in the comments.